Benedict's reagent. Attention! In this experiment hazardous compounds are used. I don't take any responsibility for damage done to persons or property caused by the replication of this experiment. To prepare Benedict's reagent, 3 compounds are needed: sodium citrate dihydrate, copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate, and anhydrous sodium carbonate, which was previously dried on the hot plate. First, 1.73 grams of copper sulfate were dissolved in 20 milliliters of distilled water. Then 17.3 grams of sodium citrate and 10 grams of sodium carbonate were dissolved in 70 milliliters of distilled water. The mixtures were stirred until all the compounds had dissolved, and then both solutions were added together. Due to the citrate, a dark blue copper complex is formed. The solution was then filtered into a 100 ml volumetric flask to remove any impurities or insoluble residues. The Benedict's reagent has several advantages and disadvantages compared to Fehling's reagent. Using sodium carbonate makes it far less corrosive, however the pH value of a sample must be neutral, basic, or has to be adjusted. Other than that, it can be used directly for testing. Finally, the flask was filled up to 100 milliliters with distilled water. To test the reagent, 4 different sugars were dissolved in distilled water and the reagent was added. Of course, the pH value of these samples does not need to be checked or adjusted. For this demonstration, a lot of Benedict's reagent is added here, whereas solutions are usually mixed at a ratio of 1:1. At the end, the samples were mixed shortly and then heated in a water bath. When a reducing sugar is present, the following reaction takes place. The aldehyde group of the sugar reduces the copper 2 ions to copper 1. The copper 1 ions precipitate in the basic medium as copper 1 oxide, which has a yellow, orange or brown color depending on the size of the particles. The aldehyde group is oxidized and a carboxy group is formed. This reaction not only works with aldoses, but also with ketoses or other aldehydes. This was the Benedict's reagent. I hope you enjoyed. Please rate and comment. If you want to know more about the Fehling's test and sugars, you can watch my playlist here, or you can watch my latest video here. A big thanks to my supporters on Patreon.